Hello, welcome back to another episode of the LNS. Is it LNS? Wait, what was our name? LNS podcast.
No, that's still in the works. We're still doing a poll for that.
No, yeah, but like
Let us know.
that was her.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Temporary name.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna start off. The first question is, what is something we regret academically in our first year? That's kind of like a big one for me.
Yeah, do you wanna go first?
Okay, my biggest regret, not knowing Pass in the Past existed. That was actually crazy. I took Japanese class my first quarter fall, as a freshman, and I did not know the course load, and I did not know how fast like the pace was, and I was literally dying. I think I literally almost failed the class. And then the worst part was someone told me that I could pass no pass and it wouldn't affect my GPA, but like I would still get the credit for it after pass no pass like mark was due. You have to like because you like technically like you have to go and schedule there and like make it pass no pass or whatever for it to stop. She low key did not tell me, and I was like, girl, why did you see until after I got my horrible midterm grade and there was nothing I can do like to make it better, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just take the L.
Yeah.
Biggest regret.
Damn. Okay.
Sure, make sure you keep on track on all your pass no pass, all those different things like when to drop a class and stuff. Because I could have also dropped it. Did not know that. But.
Yeah. Okay, for me, something that I regret academically is overloading units. I think trying to do too much in a quarter is, I feel like sometimes when you come in, you want to do like a lot. You kind of want to like have like a head start and like do as much classes as you can and whatever. But sometimes I like think for specifically your first year, you kind of have to like acclimate to like to everything, to all of like the campus and like the social life. So like taking a lot of units, it's kind of gonna take away from like you acclimating to campus. And again, we did talk about like on the other podcast about like some advice, and like my advice was like getting more involved and finding a community. So it's gonna be really hard when you're just like just really busy with like a lot of classes. And sometimes if it's too much, you can see like a lot of like your classes are gonna like the grades are gonna drop. So it's better to like take it light, especially like in your first quarter. But yeah, that's my regret and my advice.
No, that's true. And also like don't compare yourself to like other people. Like if your
Mhm.
roommates are like taking like 16 units
Yeah.
quarter, like don't feel like you have to master that or like overdo that. That's how I felt. And honestly, like at the end of the day, put yourself first. So you take care of your mental. Make sure that you're actually enjoying college because it's gonna go by super quickly, and so you just have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Try not to compare yourself as well.
I second that.
Fire. So our next question.
Oh, what dorms did you live on? I live in Tercero. I love Tercero. Well, I'm biased because I live there, but I love. Well, okay. I love that it's Tercero's known to be like closer to like all of the halls. So I love.
And the cows.
Ugh. And yes, the cows. Okay, there is cow smell, but like they're cows, they're cute. So you can go and like see them and like take pictures with them. So it kind of cancels it out. Sometimes you forget this. Oh, sorry. Sometimes you forget that the smell is there. Um, but yeah, I think you just get used to it. It's fine. Apart from that, yeah. So it's close to like a lot of our um lecture halls, and so like honestly, sometimes I'd wake up like 8 minutes before class and just like bike and then get there on time. Yeah, it was really bad, but like I got there on time. And then we also have newer buildings. So I'm like so I can like access multiple study halls, and I really like that cuz I learned that I hated like being in my dorm at least to study or to like lock in. I couldn't lock in my dorm. So I had to go to like different like areas, and I liked to jump around between like the study halls that we had. And then there's also, if you live in Tercero and you didn't know, there's like a little game room in the like Cottonwood like area. Yeah, so like utilize it because it's not only for them. It's like you other like people in like other dorms in Tercero can access it. I'm not sure about segundo though. Like I don't know, but or I don't know about segundo or cuarto.
No, we did not have that.
Ooh, L.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. I live in Barcha. That's like the farthest away from campus. It's like by Charlie Bloom's area. It is a suite style though, so I did not have to share a bathroom. I did not have a experience. And honestly, yes, she's farther, but I would rather be farther than like share a bathroom with like tons of people. That's just me though.
But don't you have to like clean like don't doesn't it get doesn't it get cleaned like
It gets
not
cleaned.
regularly? Like
No, it does get cleaned regularly.
oh it does? Okay. I thought it took a little more time.
No, ours very clean. Also because like it's dependent on the people who you live with too. But then like obviously you can clean it yourself, but then there's also like the staff.
Yeah, the staff, yeah.
Which also shout out to the staff. They're
They're so nice.
and so nice, every single one of them, and appreciate them because they're cleaning up your stuff, and when you should be doing that, that's a separate thing. That anyways, so she is far, but I mean, I didn't really mind. I really liked like my roommates, and I liked the sweet style that it was. It was like a little more lonely, I would say, just because like you are, like you don't have to like talk to other people if you don't want to. You can just stay in your room all day. But we also have a park nearby. Trader Joe's is super close as well. So I liked it. It is far though. I'm not gonna lie. Just keep that in mind. But
Yeah.
technically they don't get to pick where they want.
No,
right?
you don't get to pick.
So I guess
Yeah.
we'll just see if you guys.
Oh, did you live in an LC? A living learning community?
No, I didn't. But I applied for it and they didn't. Pick me.
Really? Wait, I'm gonna talk about. I lived in a LLC, which is a living learning community, and I lived on the We Are First. So it's for first generation students. So the entire like building was for first generations. And so a lot of like the EOP like advisors and like peers that like work there would come to our dorm and like we had events and they would inform us on like certain things on campus. So that was really cool. But yeah. That's all I had to say.
I did not have that. I did apply for it though.
What did you apply?
I applied for like the Latinx Chicanx one.
Oh, CAS. No.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. I
But then I also applied for like the first gen one too. I didn't get either, so that's messed up.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, it was actually so bad because I kind of really wanted it. Because I know some of them are like in Segundo, but
Yeah, I think the Chicano,
Yeah, I think-
Chicanx and Latinx. Yeah, I think they call it casa. I don't know. I'm not sure anymore.
I feel like
Where it is.
so cool.
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. What opportunities has the ambassador program offered? This could be like in regards to like growth, like personal growth, or if like the program opened any doors for other jobs, or anything like that. I'm gonna go first. So for me, I think for sure leadership growth. I mean, not okay, not to like brag about myself, but I know that I've always kind of got head leader-ish vibes, but this program has really taught me how to be like a good leader. I feel like before I didn't really know what a good leader was, and I was just kind of like taking charge and like delegating everything, like being like, okay, you do this, but I didn't take into account a lot of the same things that I learned during this program. So for sure that, and also better time management skills. Like the program really taught you how to keep. You have to keep a lot of things like in your calendar, like any programs that we do, orientation, all the stuff like that, meetings, bi-weekly meetings with your sub teams and everything. Oh, we'll talk about that in a separate podcast, like your sub teams and
Oh, yeah.
the interworkings of the ambassador program. But anyways, so yeah, I think it taught me a lot of time management skills as well. So that's kind of also talking to adults, like networking and actually speaking to adults that are older than you it was really hard for me before I joined the ambassador program. But now I feel like I can talk to anyone, so like
Yeah.
helps. Oh yeah. I mean, it did help, not kind
It did help. For me, I said better public speaking skills. I am like an extrovert, I would say, like a very social, but I think the ambassador you get like opportunity to like talk to like different like types of people, like high schoolers or like transfer students, adults as well, like staff. So that exposure was really great. And then there was also a lot of like teamwork exposure as well. Like again, like the sub meetings, since we're gonna get to that like in another episode, as I said. Yeah, but like that also really helped. And then time management and also more knowledge, just like learning more about like the College of Letters and Science and kind of like getting to know like the staff as well. If you like, it depends also how like much you get involved since there's a lot of opportunities. So if you get more involved, you get to learn a lot more, and I really like that. So I just love learning more about people. So yeah. And okay, next question. Was there a transitional program that we took?
Okay, for me, I did not. I did apply to STEP and I already
What? No, you could have been my roommate.
yeah.
I didn't have a roommate. They hate me.
Take over this one though.
Okay, I said yes. I have STEP and STARS. So, first step, it's under the Center for the EOP, which is Education Opportunity Program. And it's like a 6-week experience that goes over like your first 2 years of college. Um, they have like prior registration, which is like the best thing. Also another ambassador. A shout out to Xavier. Shout out to Xavier.
Yara was also.
Oh yeah, Sada was like the previous like the older class.
Okay, yeah, older class. Yeah.
The older class. But they so 6 weeks and you get to like experience the dorm life. So we lived in Tercero. You also get to take classes, so you get units, you get to explore campus and also they have like a bunch of like resources and like centers that we learned about, which is like it was before anyone came here. And then we also get to explore like this downtown Davis. So when I first like when it was the first day of school, I knew where everything was, honestly. So I was just like not stressing like other students, to be honest. Yeah.
Really ran around campus. But no,
Yeah, not me.
the day school started, I literally ran around campus just looking for my class. So I can get asked later.
Yeah. So step, I would say I always recommend it every time, every like tour that I do. I always like recommend step because I really liked it, and that's also where I met all of like my friends. So right now, all of my housemates, step. All of the friends that I have, like I don't know. There's just like it's honestly like a fever dream because like nobody was here except like people who took like summer classes or like other like programs, I guess, during the summer, but there wasn't a lot, so it was kind of crazy. I don't know. But yeah.
Would have been nice, honestly.
Oh, and then another one is I don't know if this is a transitional. I don't think so though. That's more of like no, that's not a transitional actually.
I don't know. I didn't take it. I couldn't tell you.
No, I don't think. Okay. Anyway, step.
Different.
Yeah. We'll leave that for.
Different.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And then we're just gonna go and do the this or that.
Okay.
We can finally put an end to our podcast. Okay, actually, we'll go back.
How's looking for housing?
Okay, I'm gonna go speed round.
Fast. Go.
Mine was very difficult. I literally took so long looking for housing. Thankfully my roommates are, they're pretty good. Like no complaints there. But we did find housing like in January or like maybe even March. Actually, looked and they also signed our lease. And that was really late compared to everyone else. Like my other roommates, that I was living with in the dorms, they had already had housing for like. I think they started looking for housing in December, which is when everyone kind of goes.
Yeah, that's kind of like the.
And I didn't look until March. So I mean, pretty good location though.
No, yeah, you got really lucky.
I did get super lucky.
Yeah.
I do recommend starting earlier though, but
Good.
other than that, everything's fine.
Do you want to say where you live or no?
I'm not gonna dox myself and hi everyone. But no.
Okay. For me, honestly, my roommates carried. They like did everything pretty much. They're like, oh, like, what do you think about this? Like, I think they had more time than me, honestly. So that's why they like toured. I think we had like 1 or 2 places that they toured, but I wasn't. I only toured like the place that we are now. And also we like agreed on most things. So like we had like similar like preferences, I guess. So that really helped. So I guess an advice is to like choose your roommates wisely. Speak up, communicate a lot, and also have those like difficult conversations early on because we would literally like meet up at the DC and be like, okay, like what do we want? And yeah, just pretty much that. And it was like during like that like December, like that winter quarter that we like started. So we did start early. Make sure to start early.
Yeah, start as early as you can, honestly. It's gonna be super beneficial for you in the long run. Just like in regards to like actually letting yourself find roommates and find like a place to live. But that's like different point.
Also wait, hold on. Also, if it does get to the point, there are like resources for housing. So I feel like the first thing that you could go is probably like the Aggie Compass. And they can redirect. Yeah. They can redirect you.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay, this or that. Sushi or burger? Burger. Okay. Ice cream or frozen yogurt? Ice cream superior.
Chips or candy?
Chips. Oh, it's so good. Spicy chips. I love.
I love Cheetos.
Yeah. No, dinamitas.
Please sponsor.
I want to be like an ambassador for them, actually.
No, literally, if they have experience, just
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much. Second episode done. See you in the next one.
yeah.
Bye.